pop-ups in our everyday lives that an innovative solution by an IIT student. An IIT student invented that, these, etc., 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 right? But have you ever questioned yourself that what I should do being an IIT student? It's not that easy to answer this question. We need an initiative, a support, and guidelines from someone experienced. Are you thinking how we get this? That's why we are here. So this Cisco Think You Better is a makerspace community where you can get financial support, technical support, and a good help to connect you with the investors. Not only that, you get systematic guidelines from students who have already commenced their startup or have been working on it. So today we have two guest speakers, Mr. Sumit Bhatt and Shashwat Agarwal. Before going to session, let me ask you a few questions so that I will draw all your attention today. We all have many irritating experiences with long waiting hours in hospitals. Although we are only a little sick, but long wait and environment make us unwell, right? Sometimes we went searching for free study courses online, but disappointed of not getting quality courses online. These are some of social problems addressed by everyone. Have you ever thought to sort this out? Yes, every one of us think to sort many social problems, but we never, because we never step forward for them. But he thought and he did. Who is he and what he did? Let us know. So, Doctor Around You is such a startup, which is an online platform to access doctors. He took initiative and developed an app that connects patients and doctors. Best doctors of the city are available on the platform. Not only in the healthcare, they also make software products and extended their services in educational sectors too. So, it is Prigusha Private Limited. It's a free learning app launched for the students of class 6 to 12 first time courses with 20,000 plus users and 15 plus schools present. So, do you want to know who is that? It's none other than one of our guest speaker, Mr. Sumit Bhatt. I'm really glad to welcome him and being hosting this session. So, Mr. Sumit Bhatt, glad welcome, hearty invitation to you, and we are really glad to welcome you and having this webinar.
Uh, First of all, thanks to you as well as whole team for conducting this for the new freshers so that they get the idea of what Cisco Thinkubator is and how it will help also if they want to develop something on their own. Like we right now, there is a buzz about startups in our country, even from Prime Minister to everybody is saying like we should build on our own. There should be build in India should be the program. So India should be next superpower. So I believe Cisco Incubator provides the right support. It was inaugurated by one of our alumni, Vish sir. They are head of Cisco Singapore. So they helped us launching this facility out in IIT BHU. The aim was that student can do rapid prototyping. They can build their product inside the campus only, and it's provided with a right amount of mentorship with our alumni network along with the technical expertise that is actually required to build some product. So I'm glad that I also initially started from Cisco Incubator only. So just before leaving my college, I started with the Cisco Incubator. Then I continued with this idea, grew it further. Then there are a lot of other things that are also involved in that. I will take them in detail. But yeah, Cisco Incubator is one of the right place you should be if you want to build something that will actually help the society in many possible ways. So I will present my presentation. So I'm just presenting my screen. Just give me a second. Uh, so am I audible to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
Bhaiya.
Bhaiya.
Okay, and is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah, so this is something which I specially created for the first year rights. like they must be knowing a lot of things out there about the startup. So just going into the detail, before going into the detail, what are the basic things of entrepreneurship you should be keeping in mind before building any product? Like I was working with Dr. Around You, that is a software product as well, and learning app student.in. So when we build the startup, so when something comes to your mind as a fresher man, so I will take in a layman, like suppose somebody who built an app. Okay, so what are the things that are involved in actually building the app? It's not like there are tons of apps out there in Play Store, but only certain apps are there that are actually growing, that are actually thriving, and that are actually putting some impact on our ecosystem. Okay, and maybe in the monetary terms also, they are also making some profits. So before going further, can somebody name me some of the very known apps? Anybody from the audience, can somebody name some of the apps?
Google Chrome.
Okay, Google Chrome.
Facebook,
Swiggy,
Instagram,
Zomato,
Okay, Swiggy,
Amazon,
Zomato.
Flipkart,
Yeah, yeah,
Swiggy, Zomato,
yeah,
Amazon,
and
exactly,
Flipkart.
Oyo.
exactly. So the first thing, like when before building a startup, so each startup is associated with a unique problem that they are solving. So somebody told me Swiggy. So can somebody tell me what is the problem they are actually trying to address?
Food,
Yeah, anybody else?
work as a delivery.
Yeah. So suppose going into the problem, whenever you build a startup, so you need to essentially think what is the exactly problem you are actually solving. So for a Swiggy, there are two types of problem. One is like somebody wants to order something, he does not wants to go to the restaurant. So can the restaurant come to his house? That is the first thing. Second thing, for the restaurants, the dining space is limited. Suppose they want to serve to a lot of people who are not actually dining out there. So it's actually addressing two problems out there. So one might be the core problem that it's bringing the food to the house to those people who are not actually going outside to eat the food. So each startup is associated with a unique problem. Like when you are around you, you might be able to see a lot of problems that are out there. So the first thing you need to address is, can that be solved? Like a common example that came to me was before creating a learning application was suppose I want the students out there, they can study back at home, they can self-study. So that is an issue that is out there in most of our country. That when the student has to self-study, there is nothing that is actually helping them as a aid or as a digital library from which they can study. That is the first thing. So whenever you are building a startup, so the first thing that should come to your mind for idea should be problem. Like you say एक idea होना चाहिए जिससे तुम startup build करते हैं, but for that idea you need a problem that you are actually solving. It should not be very superficial, because you are when you will start working on a startup, it will require your effort. So it should be something that you are actually happy to solve. Like suppose if I'm solving something for connecting doctors to patients, the core idea was like I had to suffer also sit in the line. So I felt like, okay, if I'm able to solve that problem, then definitely it will help a lot of people out there. So first thing is problem that some startups are trying to solve. So somebody told me Google Chrome. So what is the problem that is actually trying to solve? Can somebody answer me? Anybody from the audience?
You can reply or answer in comment box.
Guys, actually, if you unmute yourself, it is becoming a mess. So I turned off the mics of everybody. Please use the chat box.
So can you read some of the answers, because my screen is presented now?
Yes, yes, Maya. Like we are not getting the answers right now.
Okay, you can just unmute some mics. Maybe let them answer, because
Okay,
then only they will understand about the whole presentation.
okay, okay. You can unmute, guys. All the attendees.
By
Yeah.
Uh,
So
by
to
Chrome,
to
we
to
can
search
create
anything or surfing.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
find anything.
Yeah, to find anything, like suppose we need to find something, some details, that is the problem that Google Chrome is solving. So actually, most of the world right now is reliable on Google Chrome to actually find anything. So when you think of an idea, you think about a problem. Then you come to the existing solutions that are out there. Like before building a product, what are the existing solutions out there that are there? Like suppose if I go to the doctor right now, what is the existing solution out there that I call the doctor and he writes my name? So you need to understand, like first of all, you will understand a problem that is out there. You will come to solutions. Like in case of student want to study back at home, the solutions right now is the tuitions. Like student go back to the tuitions so they understand whatever doubts they are having. So existing solution is tuitions. So the third point, that is the most important point out there, is your solution. What is your solution? Like, is it better than the previous one? Is it actually helpful? So before going to is it actually helpful, there are two aspects out of it. Like in terms of monetary, like suppose you build a solution which is extremely helpful, but it's very expensive. So then your solution will not work. So if it's something which is in a very affordable range, like coming to the Zomato or Swiggy, whatever you took the example of. So now when you bring the food back at home, you can see the delivery charge is 10 rupee. Had it been 100 or 200 rupee, nobody would have opted for that solution. So the 3 points that are actually important, the first thing is identifying the problem. Second thing is identifying the existing solutions that are out there for that problem. And what is your solution? Like how your solution is different from them, and what is your solution? Is it economically feasible also? And is it practically good as well? So in this part, thinking about the idea, anybody wants to ask any question? Anybody wants to ask any question in this? Okay. Let's go to the next step. The first thing was thinking about an idea. The second step, it's one of the most important step of the startup. It's the team. What is the team that is out there that is building the startup? So suppose you thought today that I will build a startup. You will not be able to build it alone because all the things of a startup you cannot do yourself. Like suppose if I'm building a startup, there are a lot of aspects to it. I am pitching my startup to various customers also. I'm building my product as well. I'm doing the marketing as well. I'm doing the sales as well. So you will not be able to completely do all the parts yourself. So you require a team to build your startup. So whom you can start your startup with? The first and the foremost answer is friends. And why friends? Because you are usually compatible with them, you understand them very well. But it's not only like if they are friends, you will just start a startup. So before going further, we need to have a balanced team. So what do we mean by the balanced team is the what are the requirements of the team? So I will give you an example. I will give you a particular example of our learning app which we have built. So the three verticals which are required. So the first guy should be hacker. So what I meant by is not a hacker who can actually code. The first hacker here means is like the core expertise. Like suppose I am building a startup for water bottles. Okay. So the guy who is hacker out there, he should know how to build the bottles. He should know the core expertise. Suppose I am building a startup of books. I am publishing my own books. So the hacker here needs to know how a book needs to be printed, what should be the content for the book. So that is all the thing an expert is required. Suppose you are building a company for biochemical. Suppose you are building a company for metallurgy. So that guy should have a core expertise of that particular subject. That domain he should be expertise. Why? Because that is something which will separate you from the rest of them. So you should have a proper knowledge of it. So I cannot build my own startup if I'm having a learning app. I should have a guy who's actually very good at building the apps. He should be very good in building smooth, largely scalable apps. Like suppose I will give you an example of Swiggy. So in this case, Swiggy is also an app. So the guy who's actually built the Swiggy, the CTO must should be a very good app developer. The second guy who is required is the product guy or the finance guy. So what the product guy or the finance guy do, he usually takes care of the uh, how the cash flow of the company will be. Like suppose in future you will get some money, or you will try to make the company profitable. So what should be the product for which customer will pay you? Suppose I'm running a Swiggy right now. So I should be knowing like why a customer will pay me extra 10 bucks for that. Why will not he go to the restaurant? So he's the guy who will align the product. He will closely work with the sales guy. I will come to the sales guy. That's the third guy, and the hacker. That why he will be working closely with the sales guy and the hacker, because uh, he will be getting the feedbacks from the sales. Look, this is the something which people want. This is something which people will pay for. And he will go to this his hacker and he will say, look, we need to build a product around it. So suppose in Swiggy, initially the restaurants, they won't pay them. Why the restaurants won't pay them? They will say, okay, our food is already getting sold out. Why will we pay to the Swiggy? So then Swiggy guy will go, look, what I will do apart from delivering your food, I will give you a management software in which you can manage all your expenses, inventories, all your food stocks. So you get to know where you can make more profits. So this is something which is a unique thing which now a restaurant guy is owning, and they might pay some additional bucks to Swiggy. So that is the second thing. That is the product guy. So till this part, anybody want to ask any question in the first part, hacker and the product guy? Anybody wants to ask any question in this? Okay. The third thing is the sales. So the sales guy will be the growth hacker. So he will be looking after the marketing. He will be looking after the sales. He will be actually getting you more and more customers. So he will be crucially working in, like his job only will be to make your startup more scalable, make your startup more known to others. So that is the third thing which this you require. So basically there are three verticals which will be the team will be carried forward. The first is the product team, like the hacker, the team which makes the product. The second is the management team, like the which takes care of the management, how the product is being built, what are the other things that are required for it, who takes care of the finances as well. And the third is the sales team, whose job is just to sell or scale the product. So that is the second thing that is required. So coming back, it was a step two. So the step one was identifying the idea. I will come again back, identifying the idea. So how you will identify the idea? A good idea is always solving a problem which is associated with very closely with us. And right now the existing solutions are not able to cater it. So your solution will be able to cater it. Like suppose somebody asks me what I am trying to do. So right now the schools are not able to educate students in a much efficient way. That's why the students go out for coachings, and this creates an additional expense barrier for the parents. So now I'm trying to automate and digitalize the schools, which help students to self-study as well as have access to 24/7 digital portal from which they can study. So this reduces the burden on tuitions. And now I'm underlining solving the financial problem of those students. Parallelly, I'm making those schools also good. So that is how you actually come to an idea, and you do this thing. So what is the existing solution out there? So existing solution out there is that students go to the tuitions to clear their doubts. Now the second thing which comes to the mind is, what is the team that you are having? So the team that we are having is one of my co-founder. He's also from IIT BHU. He takes care of the app development. Okay, I take care of the product management. One of our co-founders takes care of the sales. So the three verticals which I told you, three verticals which are required is the product expert. The second thing that is required is the finance or the product team guy, who will actually take care what are the things that needs to be altered in the product, what are the things that needs to be changed in the product. And the third thing is the sales, like we are reaching to the schools, we are getting the things implemented. So that is how overall you form a company. uh, till this, anybody wants to ask any question?
Sir, how to spread the publicity of new product?
Okay, so it's a bit tricky thing. So there are two types of products. one is the product which you are selling directly to the consumers. So there's a concept, like it's a good question, like B2B product and B2C product. So B2B means business to business product. Like suppose I'm selling my software to school. So I will not directly go to the students. In that case, publicity will automatically happen. But suppose I'm directly selling my product to the schools. Suppose you take an example, Byju's. So now there are a lot of methods from which you can do the publicity. The first and the best method is word of mouth. So what is word of mouth is, you tell your immediate people, okay, just check this product. You find someone in the relative who for which the product is necessary. That is the first immediate step. You build a prototype. But I will come to that thing in step 3. So whatever you are asking, like, is or you already have an idea, you have understood what you want to build. So right now you asked me a question. So are you thinking of any product which you want to build? This publicity
Well,
guy.
interested.
Yes, yes.
I am interested in developing drones.
Okay. Okay. And drones for whom?
Well, first I will start, and after that it will grow up. Then I will expand it. But first, I mean to make it for like toy purposes or video camera shooting.
Exactly. Okay. So now the problem that you are trying to solve is using drones, you are able to do a video camera shooting. Am I right?
Okay, huh?
No, so you need to understand, suppose you're building a drone, you are not building a drone on yourself. You will be building some drone, but what the drone is being used for. Okay. So suppose you want to sell this drone standalone. You want to just sell a drone. Okay. Then you need to understand what is the market. So I'm coming to that thing in step 3 as well. Like what is the market you are actually going into. So I will just go into that as well. Just wait a second. Uh, so
Hello,
for
sir.
drones, yes, hello.
Sir, my name is Sahil.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Sir, how to select good team members means better in future. I don't know na ki he do better in my startup or he will leave. So how to select good team members?
Okay. So whenever you are building a startup, I will take it from my personal experience. Okay. So I started the company on my own. Okay. So I left my very high paying job out there. I was placed in the campus itself to build a product. So then when I started building product and started putting a lot of effort out there, then my friends came out. Okay, let's help you out. They came with the sense that they will help me out, and then they felt like, okay, this is something which they are actually working very hard. Okay, so building team will happen very gradually. You cannot say, okay, this is some of my team member, they may leave. Okay, but then you need to understand that, like, if they are leaving, the core thing you started this was to solve that problem. Am I right? That's why I took solving problem as the first thing. The first thing which you are trying to do is solving the problem. How you are doing is the secondary thing. So the first thing and the foremost thing which you should have in your mind is solving a problem. Then what will happen, suppose if your teammate leaves you in the middle as well, you know you have to solve this problem on your own. You will get somebody else who will actually start working with you, and then you will again start working on that problem. But the core is solving the problem. The core is not building a team. For solving a problem we require a team, and if you are putting your 100% effort out there, definitely you will find your guys who will help you out. They can be your mentors, they can be your juniors, or they can be your peers. That will definitely happen. It's happening with everybody. Yes, many team members come, they leave as well. But yeah, when you put your 100% effort, there are a lot of good people out there who come, okay, like this is something that really needs to be solved. That's why I told you, like, suppose if you are solving something very great, a lot of people will come out to help you out. Is that thing clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
So regarding the marketing thing, it's a bit tricky. The first thing you need to do is just spread via Facebook or Instagram to your peer ones, then take some feedback. So I will come to that maybe later also, because that is not the first step. The first step is identifying the idea, building a team, then building a product. Okay, so how Cisco Thinkubator will help in building the product. So there are a lot of technical expertise that you will get. You might not be having expertise on your own. You will surf through YouTube. You might surf through other channels also to get that expertise. But a core expertise from a lot of various fields you will provide from Cisco Thinkubator, and they have some various Thinkubator lecture series also, and they have this hardware also. So you don't have to spend your money. Like 5 years down the before this, like you go to Cisco Thinkubator, you say, okay, this is the hardware that I require. So they will be actually allotting you that hardware. You can do your research prototype there. Parallelly, you will be getting some expert advice that will help you build that product. So suppose you have some idea in mind, Cisco Thinkubator is very right place to actually start that idea with your team and start building it. Okay, so you can get instantly within week or 2 weeks, you can start exactly working on the idea you want to build. So now when you are building that idea, the 3 things which I expect everybody, if you want to build great startups, I'm not expecting like you will build a very startup within first 5 days of your Cisco Thinkubator, but these are the 3 things that you need to keep in mind. So the first thing is USP. So USP is the unique selling point. One book I will like everybody to read in this session, 0 to 1. This book is written by Peter Thiel. He's one of the billionaire philanthropists who actually has a Thiel Foundation. Okay, you can search for Thiel Foundation also. It might be helpful for many students as well. So 0 to 1 means building something that was never built before. I'm just explaining it in a very small way, like there's a detailed thing about 0 to 1. So for that, you need to study 0 to 1 book that is written by Peter Thiel. Just everybody note down that book. The second thing is either you are building a 0 to 1 product or you are building a product that is 10 times better than any existing solution. These two are the only condition in which a startup will work. So 10 times better, I will give an example, like when Google started, their search engine was 10 times better than Yahoo. That's why they pulled off so betterly. Right now, you are saying Swiggy. So there are like 15 or 20 food delivery companies out there, but Swiggy is 10 times better than them. Also, Swiggy and Zomato, these two are only the companies which are 10 times better. Flipkart, when it started, it was 10 times better than other peers. Okay, later on Amazon catched up with it, but whenever you're starting a product, it should be either 10 times better than the existing solution, or it should be in entirely new domain. So what I mean by entirely new domain is entirely a very big topic. I won't get into deep. Just study 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. You will get a detailed idea of how you need to think about it. So if in any case any doubt is there, you can take my number and then come back to it. So that is the first thing. You should have your USP, unique selling point, that makes you different from other startups. The second thing is IP. So I told you required initially an hacker who will build the product. So why this hacker was required? That you are building some copyrights or patents. So what are these? These are some set of like when you do a research or when you create something, like suppose I wrote a code or algorithm that was very good. So I will make it copyrighted, that nobody elsewhere will copy my code and use it for his product. If in case he wants to use that code, he needs my permission. Same things for the patents, like most of the mobile companies do the patents, so that if anybody wants to use that product, they need to pay a royalty to me. So whenever you are having an expertise in that particular field, your company will be having copyrights and patents, but that is secondary stage. So right now, I don't think you need to focus on that. The first thing you need to focus on is unique selling proposition, like what makes you different. One very important thing that you will right now not understand, but suppose if you want to take startup as your career, okay, so you will definitely require some money to raise. So usually there are VCs, venture capitalists, who have large amount of money, who pour some money. You get to know in the newspaper that Swiggy को $100 million की funding हुई, इसको ये हुआ, इसको वो हुआ. So they are governed by power law. So what is meant by power law? एक VC अपने लाइफ टाइम में सपोज 100 कंपनीज में पैसा लगाता है, he expects return only in 1. 99 he expects to fail. So first question that will come to your mind will be, अगर उसको 99 में फेल होंगी तो वो पैसा क्यों लगाता है? Because he believes जो एक सक्सेसफुल होगी वो 99 के भी 10 times पैसा देगी. So whenever you are solving a problem, make sure you are solving it at a large scale. अगर तुम एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो एक सिटी के लिए, बट वो सेम मॉडल दूसरी सिटी में प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होने के लिए यूज नहीं हो सकता, देन दैट इज नॉट एन स्टार्टअप ऑल्सो, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट स्केलेबल. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट थिंग. जैसे डंजो ने एक जगह पे या स्विगी ने एक जगह पे फूड डिलीवरी की, सेम तरीके से वो हर शहर में फूड डिलीवरी कर सकता है. सो दिस आइडिया कैन बी वेरी क्विकली रेप्लिकेटेड. अगर एक जगह अच्छे से प्रूव हो जाए, ये 1000 सिटीज में भी रेप्लिकेट हो सकता है. सो वट एवर यू आर बिल्डिंग शुड बी वेरी क्विकली स्केलेबल. आई विल गिव एन एग्जांपल. मैं किसी एक पर्टिकुलर स्कूल के लिए कुछ बनाता हूं, अगर मैं वो चीज दूसरे स्कूल के लिए नहीं यूज कर सकता हूं, देन माय आइडिया इज नॉट स्केलेबल. बट इफ आई एम बिल्डिंग एन ऐप दैट कैन एवरी स्कूल कैन यूज, देन डेफिनेटली द प्रॉब्लम व्हिच आई एम सॉल्विंग इज हाईली स्केलेबल. So the three things which you keep into mind is USP, IP, and scalability. So the two things out of these three is USP, unique selling point, and scalability. I guess these two are a bit difficult for you right now in the first session. So I will expect some questions from each one of you. Anybody can ask me any question in these 2 points, USP, unique selling point, and scalability.
Yes, you can unmute and interact directly.
How we can make understand to the buyers or the public about the effectiveness of my or the uniqueness of my product.
Okay, so मेरे को तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा समझ आया. व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से इज कि जो मेरे कस्टमर्स हैं, व्हाट आर माय कस्टमर्स, हाउ दे कम टू नो दैट माय प्रोडक्ट इज यूनिक. एम आई राइट?
Yes.
Okay, so initially maybe you will not be able to convince them that you are unique, so that's why everybody starts with some free trials. तुम इनिशियली जो अपना प्रोडक्ट होते हो किसी से पैसा नहीं लेते हो, तुम उसको फ्री में बोलते हो यूज करने को, यार काइंडली यूज माय प्रोडक्ट. लाइक व्हेन आई सोल्ड माय फर्स्ट सॉफ्टवेयर, आई सोल्ड इट फॉर फ्री टू स्कूल, एंड दैट टू ऑल्सो मेरे को काफी स्कूल्स को कॉल करना पड़ा, उनको कन्विंस करना पड़ा कि लुक यूज दैट थिंग. रेजर पे वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फाइनेंशियल बिग कंपनीज इन आवर कंट्री, उसको 50 बैंक्स ने तो पहले रिजेक्ट किया, हम आपका प्रोडक्ट नहीं देखेंगे, फिर जाके एक बैंक ने उसको देखा. सो यू नीड टू ऑल्सो हैव सम परसिस्टेंस एंड कि तुम्हें अपने आइडिया के बारे में एक बिलीफ होना चाहिए, लाइक दिस इज समथिंग वेरी गुड. एंड मे बी एक कस्टमर जब उसको यूज करेगा, गिव इट फॉर फ्री टू देम, एंड व्हेन दे विल स्टार्ट यूजिंग इट, दे विल कम विद सम सजेशंस, एंड देन you will come to know customer point of view. Initially you will not be able to tell what is making you different, but yeah, you need to keep in mind the things which you will build which will make you different. So I will give an example. Suppose if you are building something for a student, like I am building something for a student, so I will say कि मेरे ऐप से बच्चे को बेनिफिट होगा, बट देन इट्स द स्टूडेंट हु विल डिसाइड मेरे ऐप से कैसे बेनिफिट होगा. तो तुमको उसको इनिशियली फ्री में देना पड़ेगा, and once they will start using it, you will also come to know that okay, this is working exactly the way I thought of. So whenever you are building something, there are some trial customers to which you give the product free of cost, or maybe you don't charge very much to them, to make understand like okay, your product is something which they are actually liking, also it's different from others, so then they will be able to judge. Also whenever you are building that product, you will be coming to know ना, like जैसे अभी तुम स्विगी डिलीवरी कर रहा है, तो अगर तुम बोलोगे मैं भी एक डिलीवरी की वो खोल रहा हूँ, मैं डिलीवरी का एक कंपनी खोल रहा हूँ और मैं यहाँ से डिलीवर कर रहा हूँ, तो बट मेरी डिलीवरी स्विगी से फास्ट पहुँचती है, मेरी डिलीवरी स्विगी से बेटर है, सो दैट इज नॉट एन यूएसपी. ये एक यूनिक सेलिंग पॉइंट नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि तुम कर वही चीज रहे हो और तुम 10x, like that's what I told you, it should be either 0 to 1. so 0 to 1 के लिए तुम्हें एक बार बुक पढ़ना पड़ेगा. 10x टाइम्स बेटर होनी चाहिए. तो स्विगी से 10x फास्ट तो तुम अपनी डिलीवरी कर ही नहीं सकते हो, तो डेफिनेटली तुम कुछ डिफरेंट नहीं दे रहे हो. बट या स्विगी से डिफरेंट तुम कैसे दे सकते हो? आई विल गिव यू जस्ट राइट नाउ एन एग्जांपल. क्लाउड किचन, दैट इज अ न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट. स्विगी क्या करता है? रेस्टोरेंट्स के पास जाता है, उनसे खाना लेता है. तुमने एक ऐसी कंपनी खोली जो रेस्टोरेंट्स के पास नहीं जाता है. तुमने शहर में बस स्टोर खोले हुए हैं जो बस डिलीवरी करते हैं. तो उनका एक तो वहां पे डाइनिंग का खर्चा बच गया, जो उनको वेटर रखने थे, वो सिर्फ अपना खाना बनाने में एफर्ट डाल रहे हैं, और तुम अब वो खाना डिलीवर कर रहे हो जगह जगह. तो मे बी दिस इज समथिंग विच इज बेटर देन स्विगी, and it's different from Swiggy. So how consumer will be able to see this thing? Because now consumer cannot go directly to that place. Also, since you are only focusing on delivery, the prices will come down. Did you got my point? Am I clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Any other question?
Sir, sometimes the product.
Can I ask?
Yeah, just continue.
So I have a question that startup really means to invent a product. I have a dream in manufacturing business. Like we have to import a product every time from outer countries. Rather than importing, we can build it in our country so that we can't. So it will be called a startup or something else.
Okay, understood. So you want to actually say why we are not setting up infrastructure companies out here. Okay. So I'm just giving you an advice. So when you are setting an infrastructure company, a lot of other factors come into play as well. Okay, is your ecosystem good to build? So I will give an example why even US is failing to build manufacturing companies in USA, because you require an ecosystem. Like suppose if I'm building a phone, if I'm building an iPhone, I require an antenna, I require a screen, I require some electronic gadgets. So all these industries, the small scale industries, needs to be set up very close to me. Also logistics cost should not be very high. लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट मतलब कि मेरे को वहां से सामान लाना है, यहाँ लाने में मेरे को उसको बंडल करने में, मेरे को उसको स्टोर करने में फिर कुछ इश्यूज आते हैं. So क्या वो सारा इकोसिस्टम सेटअप है? So usually manufacturing companies are very difficult to do. Like a lot of people have tried. Unless तुम्हारे पास बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं है, you will not be able to set up a manufacturing company right up front. Okay, that's very clear advice from my end. To be honest, कि अगर तुम सोचोगे कि मैं एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी यहाँ खोलूंगा, like जैसे हम भी अपने लर्निंग ऐप के लिए we thought कि we will build a tab out here inside our country only. But suppose if I am building a tab inside our country only, तो मेरा जो टैब बनेगा, मेरे को जो टैब मिलेगा वो 10,000 रुपए का मिलेगा जो मेरा बन रहा है. अगर मैं कस्टमर को उसको 11,000 का भी सेल कर रहा हूँ, जो चाइना में बंदा बना रहा है वो उसको 2,000 रुपए में बना रहा है. एंड नाउ somebody XYZ who is your competitor will purchase from it at 3,000 रुपी. उसको बनाने का टेंशन नहीं है, उसको मेंटेनेंस का टेंशन नहीं है, and he is able to sell the product at very much lesser cost than you. So manufacturing is not something which you can uniquely solve. हाँ, तो manufacturing में एक चीज कर सकते हो. मान लो तुम्हारा कुछ एक्सपर्टाइज है किसी एक पर्टिकुलर चीज को बनाने का, तुमने उसके कुछ पेटेंट करा लिए और वो यहीं पे इंडिया में बना लिया, या उसको बाहर से बनवा लिया, लेकिन जो उसकी एक्चुअली सेलिंग हो रही है वो तुम्हारे थ्रू हो रही है. Am I clear? Okay, and any other doubt you can personally ping me for this. Like this is a bit elaborative as well, like manufacturing part especially. So I will take some more questions, but let me wrap up the things. हाँ, अब तुम लोग कैसे प्रोडक्ट बनाओगे and how you will take care of the Cisco Thinkubator as well. The first thing is idea. Usually people say 1 महीना लो, 2 महीना लो, 10 महीना लो. मैं तुम्हें सच सच बता रहा हूँ, you take only 1 week to find an idea. Just, and to be honest, when you will try to get an idea within 1 week, the idea which will come to your mind will be definitely the problems of your real life. Okay, तो तुमने idea, you saw that idea, okay, this is the idea which I can work on. You can maybe ask your friends like, do you want to work on this idea? Then you can do a bit market research. Market research में what you will do कि अभी कौन सी companies इस idea पे work कर रही हैं, कोई कंपनी बनी हुई है इस पे, how they are doing this thing. Apart from that, कोई कंपनी बन चुकी है तो कितना प्रॉफिट कमा रही है, क्या तुम उनसे compete कर सकते हो. If you feel like okay, nobody is actually trying to solve this problem, then you can enter into that thing. So market research maybe 1 month at max. 6 months तो काफी ज्यादा हो गया, मतलब तुमने पूरा ही मार्केट रिसर्च कर लिया. Then building an MVP. ठीक है, so MVP depends on your core expertise. You can build it in 1 day as well, 1 year as well. MVP is the minimum viable product. So what it is कि जैसे मेरे को एक लर्निंग ऐप बनाना था स्कूल के लिए, पर मैं पूरा ऐप एक साथ तो नहीं बना सकता ना, मेरे पास इतना पैसा है. तो तुम Cisco Thinkubator में जाओगे, you will see, you will talk to your mentors, you will build a very small product. उनका एक कोहोर्ट का सीजन चलता है, 6 month के अंदर they try to get one product which is working. तो विद इन 6 months तुमने एक MVP प्रोडक्ट बना लिया, एट मैक्स 1 year, अगर कोई बड़ा प्रोडक्ट है जैसे रोबोटिक हैंड हो गया समथिंग लाइक दैट, 1 year के अंदर तुमने ये प्रोडक्ट बनाया, यू टॉक टू योर कस्टमर्स, उनको अच्छा लगा, they like the product, now they are willing to pay the money as well, then you will approach some investors to raise some money कि अब मुझे फुल स्केल ये प्रोडक्ट बनाना है, I will get to some investor, maybe they will pay you, like depends on how big your company is and everything, you will raise some money to build that product and scale it. So that is the product life cycle. So first thing is idea, the second thing is market research, the third thing is MVP, the fourth thing is you raise the money after 1 year. So immediately after idea, you are supposed to suggest and put that idea submission into Cisco Thinkubator. So they will shortlist the applications जो उनको लगेगा which they will help and they can work on. Maybe I feel कि तुम market research parallelly कर सकते हो when you are into the Cisco Thinkubator कि कैसे उसको करना है, कैसे go forward करना है, and parallelly you can start building the product. And within 6 months you will have a sustainable product. फिर तुम उसको check out कर सकते हो, कुछ issues है maybe next cohort में उसके साथ अलग work करके एक proper product 1 year में तुमने बनाया, now it's working with some consumers, then you can raise. Parallelly the Cisco team will help you out in building that product. So before taking the further questions, I will first clear all your myths, like some myths that are very common. पहला जो तुम लोग काफी जगह देखते हो कि इन्वेस्टर से पैसा मिलता है, इन्वेस्टर से पैसा मिलता है, earlier told you problem solving is the major thing. You are in college, you are especially from IIT, so we everybody is from IIT, so the aim should be at least you are solving something that is actually making the society great. Okay, suppose by the end of the day you are building something that is actually valuable to the society, then it's far better than anything what you are doing. Okay, so the way Madan Mohan Malviya came up with the idea of bringing the university together, and now right now approximately 1 lakh students are studying from it, so that makes him great. So you should think about idea that is actually helping the people nearby you, that can be scalable as well. So don't think of कि मैंने सिर्फ idea लाया, अब मेरे को कोई investor पैसा देगा. You need to show some efforts. Yeah, they won't give you money, but Cisco Thinkubator will definitely give you support to build that product. That is like बहुत कम IITs में Cisco Thinkubator setup है, so you get a proper prototyping here. There are 3D printers out there. There are Arduinos. You can do a lot of IoT work. There are drones out there. You can take care of the coding team out there. There are a lot of LMs out there that will help you in business ideas as well. So just start working on it. Bring your idea to reality first. When you will see your product is already live, it will give you a great sense of happiness as well. The second thing is, this is most common thing I have seen on the placement portals as well, like on this induction portals as well. What is the package and what are all those things? The first thing of IITs is to primarily build something that is making the country great. Okay, so the core idea of startup should not be only to become rich. Okay, it should be eventually trying to solve the problem, because the core lies in trying to solve a problem. And definitely if you try to solve a problem which is actually making people happy, they will pay for that problem as well. Suppose if I am actually helping people to connect to the doctors in a very short time, they don't need to wait in a queue, definitely they will pay me additional $5-10. No one would mind in that. Suppose if Swiggy is delivering very good delicious food back to you at home, you will pay another $10 for it. So definitely if you're doing something very good, you will be able to monetize that thing. Okay, and one of the most popular myth is कि मैंने एक आइडिया बनाया है चोरी हो जाएगा. To be honest, आज तक कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ है कि आइडिया चोरी नहीं होता है. Execution is that which matters. Like what I am working on right now, maybe 100 companies will be also working on, or they might not be working on. Reliance Jio ने Zoom को 1 day में copy किया, but Zoom is still working out. So it's the execution, your efforts, your dedication that eventually matters. Okay, and at the end, it comes up to like how you are serious about the idea or the problem you want to solve. And if definitely you are very much persistent that you want to solve that problem, you will be eventually able to solve that problem. So that's all for the meeting. So the 4 parts I broke into, the essentially first 3 parts, the how to understand what you need to build, what is the idea, The second thing that is out there is what is the team that you need to have. And third thing is when you are building the product, the USP and the scalability. So that's all for this part of the presentation. Now I guess everybody can ask me the questions or doubts, whatever they are having. So
Yes. Experience is the best teacher. So, Mr. Sumit, we have all saw that in your presentation. Uh, Let me ask few questions from your experience, some personal questions.
okay.
So, making team is the priority thing we should do in startups. So, how do you choose your team members?
Okay, so my team members were my roommates. Okay, Sudhanshu. Okay, so since he is my roommate, he knows what I was doing. He thought, okay, this is interesting. I am every time sharing that idea with him. Okay, so now they understand this thing. Okay, this is something that needs to be solved. So one thing that comes to the mind is कि अगर तुम genuine problem कोई solve कर रहे हो, the your friends are someone who know you very well, तो वो तो definitely तुम पे trust करेंगे ही करेंगे, and they will definitely come out to help you out. Okay, so in my case currently for this batch they are not having the roommates, so they might be having some batchmates definitely, or they might be forming some groups also, so they can interact with each other and they can they need to get together with each other. Yeah.
Yes. And one raised his hand. Sayam, please ask your question.
भैया आपको प्रॉब्लम के बारे में पता कैसे चला? मतलब आपने कुछ रिसर्च की, आपके जस्ट सामने आ गया कि ये मेरे साथ हुआ है, मेरे को सॉल्व करना है?
Yeah, so the first problem which I was trying to solve was the queue problem. So if you have been to BHU hospital, I guess you have not been, but the seniors might have been. So there are long queues out there. Okay, and it's one of the India's biggest hospital out there. So if that is actually having that problem, then definitely other problems might be also having. So I thought of like, okay, when I go to doctor back in my hometown, yes, there you have to also wait for 1.5 hour. Okay. The second problem, which is more essentially having more number of users, the learning app. Right now, it's having approximately 30,000 users. So that came to my mind was like everybody goes out to tuitions. Okay, why? Because most of the people don't understand what is taught in school, so they come back to and have an alternative out there. So what if school is providing them a digital library from which they can get their doubts cleared and they can have the access to the content 24/7? So this is a very generic problem that you might have also been found. So it's not something that came immediately to my mind. So there might be a lot of tons of problem out there, which you can also like when you will come to there are a lot of like suppose maybe in your city there might be other issues as well, maybe some logistics issue, some food delivery issue, maybe medicine delivery issue. Okay, so there are a lot of problems out there which many people are facing. The other talk by other guy. The second thing is you want to have some if you have some stress, you want to talk to a psychologist. Okay, and you are feeling very burdened, so that is a very genuine problem out there. So can and psychologists can actually consult online because they usually talk. So this is not something which you require a physical visit for. So now you can actually build a telephonic group of psychologists who can actually help you out in consulting. So this is a very genuine problem that may arise. So maybe you can go upon a market, you can do a brainstorming also. What are the issues right now? One book which I will suggest you again is 0 to 1. So it will also give you a cognitive idea of how you need to actually think, what are the ideas are there. So in my case, both of the ideas I felt was like, I actually felt both of them. The one was waiting in queue for the doctor. The second thing, learning. Like I personally had to go to, for the IIT JEE coaching, I need to go to Kota from Jammu. Okay. So it's a very big distance out there. So I felt like, aren't schools able to get students a very proper education? That is the fundamental reason schools actually exist in our country. So that's how actually fit. Then I developed a platform for whole schools in which everything is digitalized. Parallelly, we put a lot of open source content for the students, and there is monitoring also. So that's how I came to that idea. So ideas can be very simple, and they can be something to the problem which you have gone through.
So I have one more question. As you said, you have built a learning platform. there are many learning platforms going on like Byju's and Academy,
Yes,
Vedantu.
exactly.
Then how did you promote yours that
Okay,
students
okay.
might take smile
So
on list
yeah,
rather
exactly.
than
So if you go to other platforms, you understand that they are just a tuitions. Now the tuitions are just turned online. The fundamental core problem still exists that schools are not getting improvement. Okay. So suppose our product is not just a learning app in which you just get a content. So actually it's integrated with teachers. So now there are teachers out there who are actually monitoring that learning app. So the process in which there needs to be a physical touch of school teachers, that's there. Parallelly, the schools teacher have the flexibility to integrate their content. So you need to understand why I was not just focusing on giving them a learning app. Okay. So the idea here was like at the end, the school should be providing that thing. So then we started developing it for the schools in which the schools can actually customize it according to their own needs. And for ours, we did not require marketing because we directly go to the schools, and if they feel like, okay, this is something which can actually improve their school. So then definitely they take us, and all the students that are in the school are actually using that platform.
okay, thank you.
Okay, and that was our next question. What we wish to ask, uh, like, what is your motivation to start a startup? Mainly the reason behind it, and you have already answered it. Thank you. And we have one more question. So many of the students are going for placements, and they are not taking entrepreneurial journey. So what are the reasons you guess that many students are why they go for placements? And can
Okay.
you yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So one more thing, like I told you, it's good you are solving the problem, but it should not be something coming out of force. Like suppose if you don't have something, you feel like, okay, this is not something I don't have right now a problem which I feel needs to be solved. Okay. Or so then definitely there are a lot of jobs out there. You get to know the industry. Maybe when you know the industry, you know, okay, this is a particular problem in the industry which I can solve. Okay. Many entrepreneurs have started the company after working 10 years in a particular company. They come to know, okay, this is a problem with the industry. So right now your domains are a bit fixed, like till the life you have lived. But maybe in next 4 5 years with the industry expertise also, you come to know with the better versions of how the industries operate also. One more thing that it requires is the financial issues. Like if many people are having like already have taken some loans as well. So yeah, people feel like they take a job for 1 or 2 years and it's totally fine. Okay. It should not be like you are just starting a startup for the sake of starting it. Okay. And doing job or doing startup, they are entirely two
Hello.
different lines of, yeah,
Okay.
they are entirely different lines of journey. Okay, some people might not have an idea of right now what they should start. Maybe after going for jobs they might get a better idea of how industry is operating, and then maybe they will start. Like you will see after 10 or 15 years most of the people eventually set up their some of our own firms. Any other question?
One more last question. Anyone?
भाई जॉब के साथ साथ अपना कंपनी के ऊपर मतलब काम कर सकते हैं, इतना समय मिलता है. So I have a financial problem but want to be an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Then you can work parallel. Just make sure you are following or adhering the compliance. Like you don't end up.
Hello.
Hello, yeah. Like तुमने कंपनी अपने नाम पे नहीं रखी है because then you will
Oh
end
yeah,
up
yeah. Okay.
compliances and other things. Okay. So that's up to you. Like if that is an issue, yeah, you can definitely continue with it. You can have your team. Okay, but like when eventually there will be a time that will come, then you need to go full time. Okay. Like initially
मेरा
M
एक और डाउट था
हाँ
कि अगर हमने कोई प्रोडक्ट और प्रॉब्लम इन्वेंट कर लिया तो हमें सीधा स्टार्टअप के लिए जाना चाहिए या फिर पहले पूरा 2 3 साल जॉब करके मनी इकट्ठा करके फिर
नहीं
जाके
नहीं,
स्टार्टअप करना
if you
चाहिए.
have product then you should start building it, because अगर तुम 2 साल वेट करोगे 2 साल में तो प्रोडक्ट के 4 5 तुम्हारे सॉल्यूशंस आ चुके होंगे. You need to see people are very aggressively working. मतलब तुम नहीं काम कर रहे हो, कोई और काम कर रहा है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल आउट देयर ना. सो इट्स नॉट दैट वे कि तुमने काम नहीं किया तो 2 महीने तक उस पर काम ही नहीं होगा.
Yeah, okay, guys, the time is running out. So we have another guest speaker. Please save your questions for the next guest speaker too.
मिनट सुमित भाई आपका कोई कांटेक्ट मिल सकता है?
हाँ,
ID
yeah,
If you want the contacts, we'll share them. Don't worry, guys. And thank you so much, Mr. Sumit. You have explained us, and the presentation is really great and excellent. Thank you so much for giving the invitation and coming for the webinar. Thank you so much. And we have our next guest speaker, Mr. Shashwat Agarwal, and I switch over this to the next host, Divyam. Please handle the webinar.
Yeah. Hi guys, this is Divyam Gupta, sophomore of Pharmaceutical Engineering and Technology and the events coordinator of Cisco Thinkubator. Now, we have our own college entrepreneur, founder of startups like Trashcan and Happy Minds, Mr. Shashwat Agarwal. So Trashcan is working on incentivizing garbage throwing in the bin. We will hear more about it from himself. So let us welcome him to share his experience and journey on this path of entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
हाँ भैया भैया एक मिनट जब आप बोलो तो उससे पहले एक चीज बोली थी लाइक देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम इन द कमेंट सेक्शन आई सी तो तुम लोग यार चिल है यार भैया से एकदम माइक ऑफ करके बोल सकते हो भैया बहुत चिल आदमी है एकदम ऐसे ही कुछ भी डाउट सॉल्व कर सकते हो कूलेस्ट मैन इन द कॉलेज राइट नाउ तो एकदम माइक ऑफ करें
So I have actually prepared a PPT if you guys want me to say something. या फिर I was thinking कि अगर तुम लोग को कुछ doubts है तो मैं ये session सिर्फ doubts पे रख सकता हूँ. If you guys want to know any specific questions, so you guys decide that. How do you want me to go?
Go with PPT.
मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है क्या? Is my screen visible?
No way.
No,
it's not visible.
No. Yeah, it's visible now.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's now visible.
Bhaiya, I think you're speaking, your mic is in mute.
Yeah, am I? So is it proper right now?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so I think Sumit Bhaiya gave a very good description and covered, I think, the entire spectrum that what all things are needed if you decide to start a startup. And in the end, he actually told you that it's nothing wrong if you go out and seek a job, or let's say you go and pursue higher studies and maybe do a startup afterwards, or if you have an idea, you could definitely start up right now. But one thing is that even if you have a project in mind and you want to implement that project during your stint at IIT Varanasi, then I think it provides a good startup experience and some learning opportunities, which would be helpful to you if you decide to start up later on. So this PPT is, so am I the most experienced person to speak about it? Probably not. I think Sumit Bhaiya and other people are much more experienced than me, and they gave a much clearer picture. But I feel that having failed at converting a project to a startup, maybe I could tell you about some of the failures or some of my mistakes, and these mistakes are not as ubiquitously available on the internet as news about funding or other stuff. So many aspects of this PPT will highlight my failures or my mistakes, so you don't commit the same mistakes again. So the first thing which I So which everyone asks is why to start a startup. Like probably people say that it's glamorous. The second thing that people believe is that I will be my own boss. I don't want to work under someone. That is the answer which I gave. Like I gave the second answer when an investor asked me that why I want to start Happy Minds. And third one was like I'll make more money and have larger impact. And the fourth is the correct reason. So before we proceed, I just wanted to know that what are your reasons to starting up? So it's not that anything is wrong. You could just feel free to unmute and tell कि अच्छा भैया मेरे को इसलिए करना है. मैं ऐसा समझता हूँ अब तक.
First, all three, and to solve the problems of society.
Yeah, that again comes in three, right? Have a larger impact and solve a problem. So once you solve a large problem, you will have a large impact, right?
I would like to go with the second one.
Okay, cool. And any like other people free are मतलब आराम से maybe you guys could unmute and speak freely कि भैया ये मेरा चीज है या this is what I feel. This is what I feel about doing a startup.
Second and third.
Second and third. Nobody feels that it's glamorous कि यार मतलब show off करने मिलेगा काफी अच्छा लगेगा. I think ये भी glamorous भी काफी होता है कि startup life is very good. अच्छा चलो सही है. So let me tell you what's the fault in these reasons, and then we will go on to the correct reason. So these are some of the movies which you might have seen, The Social Network and Pictures. So this is what the movies show. Mark is dancing, there is a laptop, one of the guys is throwing champagne here and there. The entire team is partying and working at the same time. And of course, the two beer has seen from pictures. I hate to break it to you, but this is a myth. This is not how your life would be if you decide to work on something or start something. What the actuality is, you are sitting in front of your laptop. This is what you actually do. So this guy actually built a startup that would help people be social, and this was possible only because he wasn't social while building the startup. So this is a myth. The first one was a myth. Let's come to the second point. You be your own boss. So a startup founder has the most number of bosses compared to an employee doing a job in a particular company. You have to answer to your investors if something goes wrong. You have to answer to your customers, your partners, let's say the users who are using your product or your app, and the media. So you might have seen that many times what happens is Indigo ticket booking, or let's say a flight ticket booking website is not working. And that time there are customers that flood the Twitter or the other social media presence with bad sentiments or bad tweets or posts about your company. So you have to deal with it. So apart from you, all of your employees, customers, partners, users, and media, you are reporting to everyone out there. So it's not that you are your boss. You have to commit. So you are answerable for everything. If you want to exercise power and authorize over and authority over people, for example, if you want to be on top of the pyramid, then maybe you should join the military or go into politics. Like, don't be an entrepreneur. Yeah. So, yeah, the third thing is that I will make more money and have larger impact. Now, imagine that Facebook is being used widely by so many people, around 300 million people or even more than that. If you decide to join Facebook, you already have users and they are solving problems in different capacities in different sectors. So if you become an employee at Facebook, you would be able to create a larger impact, right? If you decide to start your own startup, maybe you could reach out to 4 users or 5 users because you have to do a large amount of publicity to make your startup be used by a large number of people. But instead, why not join Facebook or Google and then create a larger impact? Because that makes sense, right? They already have a user base, and you as a product manager or a technical developer can create more impact and improve lives of people. So Google has Google Maps that has improved the lives of ourselves. Now, let's say you come up with a startup that. So I come from Bombay, and in Bombay, during the rainy season, many potholes open. and maybe people slip into those photos. So let's say you decide to build a startup around it. Now it would make more sense, right? If you decide to join Google and, for example, for the geography of Bombay, you could post out this feature so that everyone could be aware that which pothole is open and which is not, or where the potholes are. Apart from this, if you decide to start your own company, then probably it would take years for you for the entire Bombay to use it. Currently, the entire Bombay already has Google Maps. And so you could create a larger impact. So third is not the reason. The best reason is that you can't know, so you cannot stop thinking about your startup. You are so passionate about it that no matter whatever happens, you can't stop thinking about it. Even if you are doing something other than your startup, that thought comes to your mind that, okay, this was the idea that I got. Why don't I start working on this idea? So if you are this passionate, then you should definitely go and work on it. And so Sumit covered the, let's say, the legal aspect, the entire aspects of the spectrum. I would jump and let's say I would take a step before, and I would highlight the 4 things that you need to get it right. So it's the idea, product, team, and execution. We would cover these points in the next slide. So people say that idea is not that important, product and execution matters. Execution is definitely 100 times harder than an idea. That's right. As Sumit Bhaiya mentioned, that execution is very, very important than an idea. But great execution of a bad idea wouldn't lead you anywhere. If you have a bad idea and you execute it better than Bill Gates, or let's say better than some of the best entrepreneurs, then also you wouldn't be successful, right? Because the idea itself is bad. The foundation is bad. So you are having several awesome ideas each day. Now, one thing that bothered me in my freshman year is that which idea should I start working on? And there are 2 options right now. So you are in your first year, you are having multiple ideas, and you have 2 options. The first option is that, let's say you have an idea and you have decided the industry, the market, that the market meaning that who will buy your idea, who will be your customers, who will be your users. So you could so your idea would either be in a small market with a faster growth rate or a big market with a slower growth rate. Now, according to you, which one should you choose?
Small market or faster growth rate?
Small market with a faster growth rate.
But let's say the market is small. So the market is small means the number of users that would be able to use your product is small. And big market means like Facebook, everyone can use your product. So which one should you go for?
Yeah.
Big market.
Big market. Okay. So the majority is with second one?
No way. A small market with faster growth rate.
Okay, so maybe like you guys are giving me multitude of options. So why don't you guys go ahead and tell me the reason that the guy that just mentioned that he would actually choose the A option. So why do you think that you should actually choose a small market with a faster growth rate?
Maybe the previous product that is launched, like my product, which has small consumer numbers, maybe not good as I am launching the product. That's why it is a small market, but I can capture the whole.
Okay, makes sense. So what you mean to say is that makes sense. So what you mean to say is that if it's a small market, there wouldn't be more players into it, and I would have a greater probability to go and capture that market.
Yes भैया, फास्टर ग्रोथ रेट भी है, तो इसका मतलब कंज्यूमर को जरूर पसंद भी आ रहा है.
सही है. एंड सेकंड बी ऑप्शन यार किन्होंने दिया था? क्या रीजन है बी ऑप्शन का?
कि हम एक ही प्रोडक्ट को बहुत सारे लोगों के पास पहुंचा सकते हैं rather than improving that for every single user.
Got it. And there was this other girl who was trying to speak. So you could also give your reason.
Sir, I like looking at the bigger picture about the future opportunity. I think the market, although with a slow growth rate, could be more promising.
भैया आपका माइक म्यूट है। शाश्वत भैया आपका माइक म्यूट है।
यार कैसे म्यूट हो जा रहा है? ठीक है चल, ठीक है यार, दोनों रीजन सही है। तो दिस इज वेयर आई स्टम्बल्ड अपॉन। मैं भी जब फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर इसमें था, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया कि यार ये फैक्टर को कंसीडर करना है। पहले तो मेरे को पता ही नहीं था कि ये दो पॉइंट को कंसीडर करना है। तो I just had an idea, I wanted to work on it and I started. I didn't look at these two factors. So one thing you should do is that if you have an idea, look at these two factors. Now you need to decide. This is the first filter criteria for your idea. कि यार ये आइडिया के साथ मेरे को जाना चाहिए कि नहीं जाना चाहिए. So you should definitely choose the former one. As in this, you should choose an idea which belongs to a small market but has a faster growth rate. Why? Because for such markets, users are desperate for a solution and they are willing to accept an imperfect solution. Just to give you an example that could bring more focus and into why this option is correct. So when Google was launched, there weren't many search engines available. So it was a small market, but definitely people knew that it has a faster growth rate. And Google, the first MVP of Google was just a simple blank page with a text box in between where you could type and it would give you some results. So this was an imperfect solution. You don't need to actually make it as visually appealing like, let's say, a currently existing company. If you are targeting a small market, users are so desperate for a solution that even if the functionality is working and your product is not looking good, they would accept it and you would get a faster feedback and you would be able to reach out to those users. And not many people, so I think this is the major mistake that many of the startups and probably students also do. So you could avoid this. Coming to the second point, you can, okay, so you see this graph, right? So this is called the law of conservation of happiness. Now if you are building something, this was the first filter criteria for your idea. This is the second one. So either you could build a product that a large number of users like, or build something which a small number of users love. Which would you go about? So here also you could give your aspects, you could give your perspective that which one you prefer to do. But one thing is that happiness is conserved. So area under curve is constant because in curve one, the number of users is large, but the intensity of like is small. And in the other curve, the number of users is small, but the intensity of like is very broad. So the area remains same, or the happiness quotient remains same. If we were able to quantify a quantity, then the happiness remains conserved. So which one would you go about?
The idea which people love.
And more love.
Sorry?
The idea which people loves.
Yeah. So definitely. So the amount of happiness that your startup gives is in both cases constant. But the problem when you build something that a large number of users like is that your product is a nice to have product. Already many products are there and you bring an additional product, it's a nice to have product. मतलब हुआ नहीं हुआ तो भी चलेगा. It's not a must have product. कि नहीं ये होना ही चाहिए. So you need to build a must have product. You have to see whether that idea is a must have product or not. So in the latter case, your product is a must-have product. If you build something which a small number of users love, since they love it, they feel that, okay, this is something I must have. So if you have a small number of users that are in love with your product, they will automatically refer other people to use the product. How do you know what product the users love? By talking to them and getting to know what is the thing that frustrates them the most. So you solve that and they will actually love your product because you have solved that thing. Now you might say that, okay, Shashwat, I got this thing. So you have identified the problem, you have identified the filter criteria, and you go on with building your idea. Now, specifically when I used to come up with an idea, there were instances when I was solving multiple problems, or let's say for one particular problem, I had multiple features thought in my mind that, okay, these are the features my app should have, or these are the features my product should have. Now, how do you so right now you have a limited time, but you need to prioritize on features. Ki, acha, feature 1, feature 2, feature 3, which feature should I implement first? You all have studied 2x2 matrices. and matrices are basically the best decision making tool which I feel is available. So whenever you need to make a decision, you could just draw a 2x2 matrix and label the columns and rows appropriately. So let's say I want to make a decision that, okay, which feature should my team implement first? What I have been doing is that I mark the rows as shown, ease of implementation, and the columns as value added for your customer. And there are two values, low and high, low and high. Now, what you want is that the ease of implementation, so here it's probably the arrow is wrong. The ease of implementation should be high, as in it should be highly easy for my team to implement it. And at the same time, the value added for customers should be high. So let's say you have 4 to 5 different features. You try to map those features into this 2x2 matrix. Feature 1 is lying between first row and first column. Feature 3 is lying between first row and last column. Things like that. And you select the feature that is highly easy to implement and it adds high value for your customer. That is the feature you should be implementing first, or that is the idea you should be implementing first. Do you have any doubts till now? Yeah, do you guys have any doubts?
What is exactly that value added for a customer? Is that the love or?
Yeah, so value added is definitely love. One problem which has been bothering me from the start is that why aren't we, so we don't have something that protects us from rain in a good way. So while wearing raincoats also, I don't feel happy. Even while holding an umbrella, I see that ki acha, pani pair pe aa raha, kuch aa raha. So if you, let's say, value added for me in that case would be that yaar main barish se bhi bach raha hu, but I'm not feeling clumsy, as in while I wear a raincoat. Or let's say in case of Uber or Ola, you have the value added कि यार मैं 2 tap कर रहा हूँ और taxi book हो जा रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है कि I have to call Meru Cabs or some other cab booking agency platform. उनसे बोलना है कि मेरा destination ये है, आपके पास available होगा क्या? वो उनको 10 मिनट कस्टमर केयर पे होल्ड रखेंगे, फिर बोलेंगे कि हाँ सर आपका कैब अवेलेबल है, मैं बुक कर दूं, फिर पेमेंट मेरे से बोलेंगे कि आप पहले पेमेंट करिए फिर बुक होगा. So the value added in case of Ola and Uber is it decrease in time to book a cab. Now that's a pretty high value. Everyone needs to save time, right? ये सब हम लोग को कितना बोर होता है कि यार कस्टमर केयर में रिकॉर्डेड वॉइस सुन रहे हैं, please wait. So that is a value added for me. Does that make sense?
Yes, bhaiya, got it.
Okay. So you can actually, this 2x2 matrix is not just for a startup. You could actually use this 2x2 decision tool to make any decision of your life. Let's say related to academics or something. So if you want, many tasks at hand. जैसे ये assignment 1 है, assignment 2 है, मेरे को ये क्लब का ओरिएंटेशन अटेंड करना है, XYZ क्लब का, मैं क्या करूँ? तो you could actually कॉलम को अपन लेबल कर सकते थे कि टाइम के हिसाब से उसका डेडलाइन क्या है. ठीक है, 1 is the टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट, क्योंकि असाइनमेंट करना है, क्लब का ओरिएंटेशन वेडनेसडे को है, जो भी. एंड रोज को तुम लेबल कर सकते हो कि व्हाट इज माय प्रायोरिटी, मेरे को अंदर से क्या चाहिए भाई. और फिर तुम लो हाई में ऐसा कर सकते हो कि you can do that thing first which is your high priority, and basically on the time scale also it is high. So that is the thing you should implement first, or maybe you could be more productive and efficient in your college life. So it's up to you how you label this 2x2 matrix. The next thing to keep in mind is a team. So you should never select a random person as your co-founder. This is one of the mistakes that I did, and probably you should avoid that thing. And you should not build your team randomly. So what happened, I'll just give you an example. So while building Happy Minds, we started in March, and there were 15 people in my team, and all these 15 people, I didn't know them. I reached out to them via LinkedIn based on the skills that they have, and I told them that why don't you become a part of my idea? This is the idea which I have, and I'm sure that we would actually do something with this idea. And what happened is that we built the product in, let's say, 2 months. It was probably a great time when working with them. But let's say after 2 months, they launched their own mental health app. Now that is something that was devastating for me at that time. But these are the mistakes that you don't have to commit. So select someone in your team only if you know him or her, or let's say there is a referral or a mediator with whom you get connected to that person. Now, many times what we feel is that I don't have technical skills. So, what is the role of the non-technical founder? I think the most important role of the non-technical founder is to motivate the team to keep on working on doing the things, setting up the clarity, setting up the vision of the company. So, which feature the company would implement, or let's say what is the business target that we aim to achieve. Like if I'm a healthcare startup, I would set this target for my company that 15,000 are the number of doctors we want to onboard. Or let's say you would be the person who would initially outreach to the customer. So as Sumit Bhaiya said, he had to actually call and tell the schools to use their product for free. Even if he is offering the product for free, the schools are not using it. Even in our case, we are not charging doctors, but we had to actually repeatedly follow up with doctors and tell them कि please आप हमारा product एक बार try करके देखिए, आपको कुछ पैसा नहीं देना, आप try करके बस हमें feedback दो. So that was the thing, and this is done by non-technical founders. So I am a non-technical founder, and the initial sales is also done. कि product किसी को बेचना है, B2B या B2C में non-technical co-founder would be the person that would go about selling the product and building the team. So once you build, the entire task of building the team comes on the non-technical co-founder. As in tech, there might be 10 friends who would know Flutter or things like that, or other app development platforms or web development platforms. So you as a founder would decide कि यार इसको hire करने के लिए. And कैसे, ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ skills देखो, ये भी देखो कि whether he or she is passionate with the idea, whether they align with what you want to work on. If that is the case, then you should take him. So just to give you some numbers so that this would bring into perspective. So you guys have heard about Airbnb? That's a booking platform in the US where if you go for a holiday to some other city, you could just Airbnb a room or something and you could stay there for a while. So these guys actually didn't hire any person for 10 months. And there was this interview where the Airbnb founder said that he actually asked this question to all the prospective employees that if you had just 1 year more to live, would you work for Airbnb? Like he literally wanted people to bleed Airbnb. So initial hire is very important. If let's say 2 or 3 initial hires are slaggy or they don't want to work, then it probably slows down the momentum of the entire team. It would even slow down the momentum of yourself. So that way you wouldn't be able to achieve the milestones or achieve the vision that you have set as a founder. So that is very important. Yeah, mistakes. These are some of the mistakes that you could avoid, like onboarding someone because she or he is your friend. I think that should not be the only criteria to onboard someone. Second thing is not setting clear expectations from day one. So what happens is that let's say you have built a product. Now you go and represent that product in several competitions, and let's say you raise certain amount of money. Now what your team members will say कि हमने भी तो इस पे काम किया है, तो ये this should be equally distributed. This is not how a startup works. If you that is winning a competition is just a small milestone in your long journey. And that money should be invested in developing your startup and should not be distributed among your team members so that they can spend it elsewhere. So this is something that while onboarding your team member, दोस्तों जो भी हो बोलो कि भाई expectation ये है कि जो भी पैसा आएगा वो startup में use होएगा, ना मैं use करूँगा ना तुम use करोगे. And आपसे मतलब उस how much time you are expecting for him or her to devote in your startup and what would you be giving to him or her in return. Third thing is that onboarding any random person, this I have already talked about. And fourth thing is that कोई काम नहीं कर रहा है तो not firing fast कि यार इससे relationship मेरा damage हो जाएगा या फिर डर बोलने से डर लग रहा है कि यार इसको मैं कैसे बोलूं. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए यार. देखो स्टार्टअप करना है, कोई काम नहीं कर रहा है तो उसको बोल कि यार maybe things are not working out. Maybe we could connect it later, but right now I strongly feel that you should concentrate on the other things that you have at your plate because you are not able to devote time in this startup. So I think that you could tell it basically in a more empathetic way so that the other person doesn't feel bad. Coming to the last part, execution. So there would be times, as Sumit Bhai said, that even when you are getting your initial users, maybe 2 or 3 months, people are using your product for free, and you are not generating even 1 paisa or 1 rupee. So this is called as momentum sag. But sales fix every momentum sag. So even if your team is low, कि यार काम नहीं करना अभी तो बोर हो रहा है, तो अगर एक सेल भी आता है ना, बहुत ज्यादा बूस्ट मिलता है टीम को. सेकेंड इज टाइट प्रोडक्ट फीडबैक लूप. इफ समवन इज यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट, कई बार क्या होता है हम एक एक महीना बाद उसको पूछते हैं, अरे आपको प्रोडक्ट कैसा लगा. दैट शुड बी टाइट. मतलब एक हफ्ता के बाद वापस फीडबैक लो और उसको गूगल डॉक पे नोट कर लो. So at the end of 1 month during your testing phase, you would actually have, let's say, 100 or 200 feedbacks कि अच्छा प्रोडक्ट में ये चीज points of improvement है, and that is a good thing. And next thing which I wanted to talk about is that first year में क्या होता है कि हम लोग का technical skills काफी बार नहीं होते. So there are many no-code platforms available. No-code platforms, as in if you want to develop a website or an app for an idea that you are having, you don't need to code. These are drag and drop platforms कि अच्छा ये login का function drag करके drop कर दिया तो मेरा app में login feature आ गया. तो these are some of the platform जिसको तुम यूज करो एंड अपना एक MVP बनाओ कि अच्छा ये मेरा MVP है, एंड तुम जो भी MVP है वो बैचमेट्स के साथ शेयर करो. अगर ऐप है तो ऐप शेयर कर लो, प्रोडक्ट है तो प्रोडक्ट शेयर कर लो, मम्मी पापा भाई बहन इनको बोलो कि यार तुम्हारा प्रोडक्ट यूज करें एंड फीडबैक दे. बट आई थिंक वन ऑफ द मेजर थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू ऑन, तुम लोग का पहला गोल ये होना चाहिए कि अगर तुम लोग के पास आइडिया है तो ये स्टेज तक एटलीस्ट पहुंचो, क्योंकि ये स्टेज तक पहुंचने में आई फील अमाउंट ऑफ लर्निंग इज इमेंस which no course will teach you at IIT BHU. This is only something that you will come to know when you embark on this journey. And yeah, finally, support from Cisco Incubator. तो बेसिकली तुम लोग का कोई भी हार्डवेयर आइडिया या कुछ भी है तो जितने भी सेंसर्स है, यू गिव योर लिंक की अमेजन पे ये लिंक पे वो सेंसर मिल रहा है, एंड दे वुड एक्चुअली पार्सल यू दो सेंसर्स टू योर होम, एंड तुम लोग फ्री में उसको बिल्ड कर सकते हो प्रोडक्ट को. तो उसके लिए तुम्हें खुद के पैसे खर्च नहीं करने. सेकेंड है, यू गेट मेंटरशिप फ्रॉम NASSCOM. सो देयर आर मेनी मेंटर्स एट NASSCOM अवेलेबल कि यार टेक्निकल में तुमको कुछ नहीं आता, बट मान लो तुम प्रोजेक्ट इसलिए कर लो कि तुमको टेक्निकल में कुछ सीखना है, तो NASSCOM के मेंटर्स आपको हेल्प करेंगे कि अच्छा दीज आर दी थिंग्स, दिस इज द वे यू शुड गो अबाउट ऑन लर्निंग दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. Third is that at the end of each cohort माने जो तुम लोग teams रहोगे, those teams will actually take part in a 6 month or a 1 year long program where you will ideate and brainstorm on your idea. You would build an MVP, you would test it out, and finally on the demo day you need to pitch. So at the end of each cohort, top teams will get to pitch their idea to eminent leaders from Cisco and other industry, and the top teams are awarded 40,000 to keep working on it. So 40,000 is awarded to you as Amazon vouchers. Of course, you can spend it on yourself. कि यार मेरे को लैपटॉप खरीदना है तुम खरीद सकते हो, but I think that is the thing you should not do. So you should actually invest that 40,000 either to hire interns for your startup and paying your interns so that your product could be developed, and you could take your startup ahead with this 40,000 that you are getting. Yeah, and finally, like, if you guys have any doubt, you could just my details about Happy Minds as well as Trash Cash and some of the other projects that I've worked on are available on this website. And this is the Asha Happy Minds is one of the startups that I'm working on. This is its Instagram handle. You guys could maybe follow it. Right now, maybe you guys could ask me questions कि यार Trash Cash के बारे में कुछ क्वेश्चन है, Happy Minds के बारे में कुछ क्वेश्चन है, या फिर ये PPT के बारे में क्वेश्चन है. Feel free to ask and वो क्लियर कर सकते हैं.
Yeah, guys. Anyone want to ask something from here?
भैया वो लिंक हमने कॉपी नहीं की, जस्ट मिनट वापस दिखाओगे?
मैं देखो PPT शेयर कर दूंगा.
ओके, थैंक यू.
हाँ. अभी
हाँ मतलब फ्रेशर्स के
क्या चीज?
हेलो.
हाँ,
मेरे को कुछ क्वेश्चन आए थे फ्रेशर्स के, तो अभी आप उनका आंसर दे सकते हैं?
हाँ बोलो ना.
Akash, your network is low, I think.
Okay, एक second.
Try to turn off your video and talk.
भैया ट्रैश कैश के बारे में बता सकते हो ये क्या था?
हाँ, तो ट्रैश कैश ये प्रोजेक्ट था कि हमने एक स्मार्ट किट बनाया था, जो किट को तुम एग्जिस्टिंग जो भी कूड़ेदान देखते हो या कम्युनिटी डस्टबिन देखते हो, उस पे दैट किट कुड बी अटैच एंड इट मेक्स अ डम डस्टबिन स्मार्ट कैसे बनाता था कि वो फिल स्टेटस मेजर करता था कि यार डस्टबिन कितना भरा हुआ है, और जैसे ही डस्टबिन 75% के ऊपर भर जाता था, गार्बेज कलेक्टर का एक ऐप था, उसमें उसको नोटिफिकेशन आ जाता कि ये एक डस्टबिन भरा हुआ है। एंड मान लो जैसे कोई म्युनिसिपैलिटी डस्टबिन से वेस्ट कलेक्ट कर रहा है, तो शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ दे देता था कि यार क्या पाथ से जाए ताकि ये कलेक्शन का एफिशिएंसी सबसे ज्यादा हो, ताकि फ्यूल का वेस्टेज भी कम हो एंड कम टाइम में सब कलेक्ट हो जाए। एट द सेम टाइम यूजर के एंड में क्या था कि सिटीजन लोग गार्बेज बिन में नहीं फेंकते, तो ये केस में ट्रैश कैश क्या करता था कि जैसी सपोज तू अगर है, तू बिन में कुछ फेंका, तूने कोई गार्बेज फेंका, तो तेरे को कुछ स्वच्छता पॉइंट मिलेंगे। अब जब तेरे स्वच्छता पॉइंट इकट्ठा हो गए तो यू गेट अ कूपन ऑफ अ पार्टनर स्टोर। जैसे कोई किराना का दुकान है तो तेरे को उसका कूपन मिल जाएगा, एंड मान ले तू किराना का दुकान से कुछ परचेज कर रहा है, बीट शुगर सॉल्ट या जो भी लेस वगैरह, तो उसमें देखो वो तू कूपन तू रिडीम कर सकता है। तो सॉर्ट ऑफ दिस वाज अ विन विन फॉर बोथ। ट्रैश कैश इज अ प्रोजेक्ट जिस पे हम वर्क नहीं कर रहे हैं, बट डेफिनेटली किसी को अगर ये आइडिया अच्छा लगता है कि यार ट्रैश कैश में मे बी आई एम मोटिवेटेड टू वर्क ऑन इट, तो तुम लोग फ्रीली मेरे को अप्रोच कर सकते हो। हम लोग ने जो भी बनाया है वी वुड हैंड इट ओवर टू यू सो दैट यू कुड टेक इट अहेड विद अलोंग विद द पिच डेक, द ऐप एंड द प्रोटोटाइप, कि तुम लोग को अगर उस पे आगे काम करना है तो। ये क्लियर हुआ क्या ट्रैश कैश?
ये अगर हम कॉलेज पे आ पाए ऑफलाइन में तो हमको एक बार बताना, तो आप अवेलेबल हो तो।
क्या चीज?
ये ट्रैश कैश का जो आपने प्रोटोटाइप बनाया है,
हाँ,
जब
वो मैं
ऑफलाइन आए तब एक बार
चलेगा। तो वो ग्रुप पे, वो जो टेलीग्राम का ग्रुप है उस पे डाल दो कि यार मैं आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन ट्रैश कैश, तो आई कुड वर्क इट आउट। मैं तुम लोग को ऐप वगैरह कोड पता नहीं अभी है कि नहीं, बट ऐप जरूर भेज दूंगा ताकि तुम लोग को एक रेफरेंस मिल जाए एंड यू कुड कंटिन्यू दैट प्रोजेक्ट। और जो भी मेरे पास पिच डेक वगैरह है, तो यू गाइस कुड गो अहेड विद दैट। बाकी और किसी को डाउट है क्या कुछ?
भैया हम लोग को फॉर्म से कुछ क्वेश्चंस आए थे, तो लाइक अभी उसको एड्रेस कर लेते हैं। तो लाइक ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आर फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ईयर्स, तो उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से।
बोल क्वेश्चन बोल, तेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा है।
हाँ, इज एन आइडिया इनफ इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट अ स्टार्टअप?
हाँ, तो प्रॉब्ली फॉर यू टू वर्किंग ऑन इट इज इनफ, राइट? क्योंकि तू अकेला वर्क करेगा वो स्टार्टअप पे इनिशियली, या फिर तू अपने दोस्तों को पूल इन करेगा कि यार ये मेरा दोस्त है, इसको ये स्किल आता है, तो पूल इन करके यू वुड स्टार्ट। तो आई थिंक एन आइडिया इज इनफ, बट you need to validate that idea with certain filter criteria। तो जैसे मैंने 2 filter criteria बताए, वो filter criteria में अगर your idea passes, there are definitely more filter criteria which you could look at on the internet, but वो तो filter criteria में पास हो रहा है, तो you could actually think कि हाँ यार मेरे को अब स्टार्ट करना है, इस पे काम करना। तो तुम लोग definitely you should go ahead and start with it।
And next question है, will our academics be affected if we start all the things like startups and all?
यार एक बार रिकॉर्डिंग बंद करेगा इसके लिए?
Sure.